So I was just picking some peppers over here. I got some nice hot peppers growing here, and I'm going. Lots of pots. There's a watermelon coming up over here somewhere too. So a watermelon seed in here, and it's cilantro exploding out of the bags that I'm growing in. Pick some chard. Some rainbow chard is really coming in nice. And this kale is still doing really nice. So everybody can grow something. Now there is a caterpillar eating some of these, so I'm about to take care of them. I'm gonna take some citrus. Greetings. Take some citrus and dilute it, which is all natural, and spray it on my tomatoes because something just ate one of my tomatoes I was ready to pick. But all of this kale is growing in bags, so please be encouraged. Everybody can grow something. This is all in bags, so I will grow in any available container. All these greens are being grown in bags. And then I have another type of bag here you can grow in. And these peppers are doing really nice too. And then I have some, what do you call it, thyme? What do you call it? Thai basil, lemon basil, but these are all going to seeds. So I'm going to let these go to seeds so that I can collect the seeds. So everybody can grow something. And then some of the sunflowers have started to open up, and then these are going to open up eventually. See? I don't know if you can see in there. That's going to be a little nasturtium. These are beautiful when they grow. So I had a whole big bush and they died. So sometimes everybody doesn't make it. So this one's broke, the sunflower. And then the leaf of life is flowering. So this is the first time, greetings. This is the first time I'm seeing the leaf of life flower. I've never seen it flower. But the beautiful thing with this plant, it has, you can look it up. You can use it for bronchitis and all kinds of stuff. Everybody can grow something. This plant, it will start to sprout right off from leaves. So even if you drop this plant, it's called the leaf of life. Different islands call it different things, but when you put it down, it will start to sprout from leaf. All right, and then, so these are the things that I'm about to plant. So I just put down some more dirt in some containers, and I just took some old water bottles and cut them up, and this is my little system that I have here on the different things. And it's a constant weeding. So all of this is constant weeding. I have to go through all of this. It looks like time, but it's not. This is actually a weed. So I have to pick all of these out so that I can reuse these containers because we don't want to waste anything. All right, I'm going to show you something interesting. This papaya tree, these gave us papaya, and then they all look like somebody chopped them down, so I didn't saw it. And the tree just fell down by itself. I have to like dehydrate it from the inside. But watermelon growing in here. Thank you. So this is gonna be a watermelon. This is just from some seeds that my sister and I ate, and we just planted it. And so I want to let some things go to seed so that I can experience what it's like to collect the seeds, right? But it's good too, like if you're not as familiar, so you can learn the whole process of what each plant does, right? Even if you don't know anything about gardening, because I started out in the city, but it's very peaceful and relaxing. Everybody could grow something, right? And these bags are really inexpensive, right? These little sacks, and they're pretty sturdy. At first I was buying pots, and the pots, the sun cracks the pots that I'm growing in. And then I've got some lettuce over here that's growing. So I have to weed again over here. And my cilantro's coming in. This is a variety of water spinach. This grows really nice and it's really prolific. It grows like, this is really easy to grow in this soil. So, and then there's some broccoli. So the broccoli is going to be coming up soon. Right in there, that's going to be broccoli. And then my collards, they just keep budding bigger and bigger. You know? And let's see. And my tomatoes, look at my tomatoes. I don't know see these tomatoes over here. These tomatoes are coming in nice. So, but if you don't get to them, a bug. Look at that. Somebody's trying to eat my tomato, and those are organic. So if you don't get to it, creatures will take theirs. To show growing it, right? And this right here, these are sesame seeds. This is growing really nice. So I don't even know if the signal will allow you to see these things, but I just wanted to share so people can be encouraged. And then over here, a lot of the things that I'm planting are things that you eat that you can replant, because I think these things are very practical. So this is ginger. So I left some out. This is and this is what the ginger. And it's actually, turmeric takes a while to come up, but I have turmeric planted in here, so it's good. It looks similar to the ginger, but it's smaller and it's a deeper yellow. But the turmeric, when it comes out, it's anti-inflammatory. It looks just like the ginger, dark yellow, and it's gonna sprout right out of its bag. And here I'm trying to save some lemongrass, which was dying, but it's coming back here. And then I have a couple of surprises. I have a new pineapple that's coming. Ugh. So let's see if you can see it. Can you see that baby right there? That's a pineapple. And if you're in the city, you can actually take the pineapple. You're gonna cut everything off but the top, and then you're gonna put it into some water. And it could take several months, but then sprouts are gonna grow out of the pineapple. So this is literally from the pineapple top. And you're gonna put it in some water and keep changing the water till it's fresh, and the sprouts are gonna grow out from it. And then eventually you can put it in a big pot of dirt. So you just wanna use grow lights or put it in a sunshiny place. So I'm telling you, everybody can grow something. And then this here, I didn't see this fresh until I came to a warmer climate. This is cerasee. So most of us, if you have Caribbean friends or any West Indian folks in your family, this is cerasee. So this grows prolifically over here. And then the beautiful thing is during different seasons, I see different flowers coming out. And the interesting thing is a lot of the flowers will all open and close at the same time during the day. And so here's some more. What is this here? This is cilantro. So this is going to seed. And this, even though this is cilantro, the shape of the leaf changes. And this is going to give me coriander seeds, which is really delicious. And they're potent because it's fresh. But I want to show you some of these other really pretty flowers that are growing right in here. I don't know if you can see. But I'm not going to pick them and put them in the house. I just like to see what they're doing. I leave them right there so they can stay alive. It's not necessary to pull everything and fill it and stick it outside. Pulling bottles and sometimes mud and things and water bottles. I reuse everything. I use sticks and everything. And there's another surprise in here. I don't know if you can see. But these are, can you see the tops of these beets? Hey, it's a little, but I came outside the other day. I saw greens, but I didn't see the beets. And they remind me of like popcorn popping out of the ground. I don't know if you can see. Maybe if I stand back. So you can see the, I don't know, but these are beets in here. I'm trying to do it without damaging the leaf. Yeah, see, there's one. You can see the beets are popping out of the ground. And it's actually some bananas. This is my first time. Me and my sister started from a little something. Oh, these are beets too. And this is parsley coming up over here. So I don't have to run out for greens. These are more beets that are going to come up over here that are starting to come up. Let's see if we can show you. These are some scallions that were old and I just put them in the ground. So it's a lot of stuff that we eat. You can actually stick it back in the ground. So I'll show you. This is another lemongrass that I've salvaged that's coming back. So sometimes you think something is dead and it will come back. All right, let's see if we can see. Now this is a surprise. So right next to my compost bin, so I need to put some more wood chips in here. This is my little homemade bin with just some pallets and some wire. But let's see if you can see. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right, so this is a huge surprise. Let's see if you can see. This is the first time we're growing bananas over here. Look, so it's like it's a placenta. That's the flower on it, and it's actually bananas. So we started this thing from teeny, teeny, tiny, and now it's some bananas growing it. So every environment is going to give you something, that you can grow. So please be encouraged to plant something. I will plant and grow inside of anything. Alright, so we got some more lettuce and some other stuff coming over here. So this is what we do for relaxation. Some people might think it's boring. I think it's very relaxing. And this right here is a type of, some people call it Cuban mint or Cuban oregano. So it's really nature that does it, but if you you have to weed all the time, and sometimes not all the seeds make it classroom because it teaches you a lot of relaxation, and you can't get disheartened if all the seeds don't make it, but some will. So this is stuff that I'm going to be planting today. So again, I'm using these recycled containers. Anytime I can find old containers, I'll cut them up and I'll put some soil. Look at this, the sun is cracking up on my containers, but that's okay. And I have a little system I got going here to mark stuff. So if you're not as familiar, you want to mark things because you may not be familiar when they come up, and you don't want to toss them in the garbage thinking that they're weeds. So the beautiful thing about the garden is you put something in and it gives you something back, and it's not about people's opinions and all that other stuff. It's just it's pure. And it really calms the mind down from all the stuff that's going on. A lot of times in here, sometimes I put on music, sometimes I'm in quiet. And then again, all these papaya trees. Look, isn't this interesting? After it gave us papaya, it kind of like disintegrated and it dried out from the inside. So it looks like, and this one too, I pulled it out of the ground. I didn't toss it, so you can see. Look at that hole. And I pulled it out so that I have to chop this up. So this is a workout. Look at the fiber that's in there. So I have to chop that up and put it in the compost. So everything's getting recycled. And I would say these are doing the best. The cilantro. So again, the shape of the leaf is changing. And these are all going to flower and to seed. Right? So I don't know if you've ever seen. And then cilantro can be so expensive because you buy these big bunches and then it usually goes bad. But if you have it in the garden, you can just pick just what you need. Right, and it doesn't even need a refrigerator, right? And the kale, and this kale is so much more tender than what I would pay for in the market. And I know exactly what's in it. It's really, I wish you could feel how soft it is. And it's right, and the rainbow chard is doing nice too. So I got lots of bags full of rainbow chard. So that's the beet, the pineapple, my little sunflowers coming up. So my first sunflowers are opening up. And I know I planted some mammoth sunflowers, so those are the ones that will give you seeds. These are like smaller sunflowers. And then there's the leaf of life. And I think I saw one of these nasturtiums is getting ready to open up. But I will keep you updated. So everybody can grow something, even if you're in a city in a small apartment. I've been growing sprouts, which cost pennies, for years, in jars. I'll grow stuff in stockings. I'll grow stuff in stockings, strainers, and anything. So I'm gonna plant this, and yeah, I post some of the things that are growing, and then some of the recipes I'm making with this stuff. I'll post them online because these are some positive things for us to focus on, right? Something just keeps very simple to keep us inspired, right? You can get some seeds for some seeds. And it's a great, if you have a food co-op, look up your local food co-op. I was a member of the city for years. And then usually if somebody, not that many people are growing, but if somebody does have something else that they're growing, you can trade with somebody else. So somebody's crop may come up a little bit better than yours. So look at some more leaf of life growing in there. So this is beautiful because this will just grow right off of the leaf. You drop it anywhere and it'll keep growing. So that's why they call it leaf of life. But this has a lot of medicinal purposes. All right, you folks. So yeah. Protect your heart,